I'm not saying a word.
Well, it's time to say a word. We are live. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sisters for Harmony. They got me laughing backstage. I got to take a sip. Now, that's a sip of some sparkling water, so don't y'all get it twisted before
Yeah,
it even
right.
starts.
You see her going wobbly like that. That's powerful sparkling water.
Tis the season to be jolly.
Blame it on the season. Okay.
All right, Brother Umoja, will you bring us in so we can start this party?
Sure. Greetings, family. We greet you in the name of God and the ancestors, in whose footsteps we most humbly walk as we enter the season of celebration. We want to thank everyone for joining us, and let's remember those who are not as fortunate as us as we go into the season. Amen.
Amen. Thank you kindly. You know, it's so funny because, we do, you think of November as, right, obviously Thanksgiving here in the States and being grateful, but I never really thought about December as being the season of celebration. And there are so many things to celebrate. And really, ideally, I would think, if we could have a year of celebration, that would be a very interesting challenge to self as we're coming to the end of the year and moving into 2026. If we could be mindful and see how much we can celebrate, see how much we can be thankful for throughout the year. I know some people do practice gratitude daily by saying up to at least three things, what they're grateful for, but really being deliberate, not just intentional, right? But being really deliberate about committing to this celebrating one's life and being grateful for the different pieces. So let's see. As we're talking about this season of celebration, somebody just celebrated a birthday on the 1st of December.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Brother Umoja. How was your birthday?
It's okay. You won't believe what my wife did. Oh, Lord.
What did that fabulous woman do?
She put a pole in the center of the room and she was dancing on the pole.
All right now.
Vanilla Thunder was back at it.
All right. I love it.
No, we went out to dinner with some family and friends.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. He had a pizza party.
Okay.
Said you're never too old for a pizza party.
Yeah.
Never.
And that's for me. I like keeping my birthday nice and simple.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big big party person.
Yes. But it was nice. It was
My
nice.
wife finally understands that after 15 years.
She still throws surprise parties for
But instead of going to the 5th gear, she stays in 1st gear.
Goodness.
But we had the grandchildren call and they had their party hats on, which was super cute.
Yeah. Well, the whole family had hats on.
Yes, they sure did. They
Aw.
sure did. So that was very special. So that was good. And then we celebrated our 10th wedding anniversary yesterday.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Yes, exactly.
Now you know why my hair is gray. 10 years.
No,
Lord have
congratulations
mercy.
Oh
to
my
Dr.
God. Is that a
Wall.
standard St. Lucian term? Because
Yes.
that's what I hear on my side too. Now
Yes.
you know all my grays come. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
So season of celebration and week of celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got a question up here for you. So this is from Bodyweight 804. Sister Edna, how's it going?
It's going well. Thank you for asking.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then we have Tekken Lord 417. Hey, family. Hey.
Hey, hello.
Welcome. So we have a couple of things that we want to highlight today. You know, our hour goes by fast. It is Universal Human Rights Month. And that is near and dear to us. And Brother Umoja, I'm actually going to pass the mic to you so that you can talk about Kadaga. And while you're doing that, I'll grab the poster and pull that up.
Okay. Well, we are now in our 5th season of Kadaga. And the word Kadaga comes from Uganda. And we were told the word means overcoming struggle. And 5 seasons ago, we started this project. We didn't think it was going to go where it's going, but man plans and God plans, and God's the greatest plan of them all. And so we see that we now have 8 countries in Africa. We had 7 last season. We have 8 countries. Liberia joined us this year by way of one of our actors who is from Liberia. And we have 3 countries in the Caribbean, and we have 11 different states here in the U.S. that we work with. Because our idea is to start the conversation. Human trafficking is very real.
Yes.
I'm a member of a group on Facebook, and they always post pictures and information about missing people. And like every week, I get like 2 or 3 of them. And so far, all of them have been under 21 years old.
Mm.
And I look at these things and shake my head. So so I know that Kadaga has a story to tell. We do it from a perspective, it's family focused. It's not family friendly for those who are listening, because there's nothing friendly about human trafficking. When we say family focused, we have no nudity and we have no sex scenes in it, because we want to put something out that adults could feel comfortable sitting down and talking to youth about, and vice versa. We feel that once we start the conversation, that's a win-win, because too many times the conversation starts after the person goes missing.
Yeah.
And I think we have to be proactive and put the conversation ahead of the misery. And so what Kadaga is doing, Kadaga is connecting, like season 5 I'm writing, and we're writing it right now, and it's connecting different countries in Africa again to parts of the U.S. Because we have people traveling all over the world. And something I know Dr. Ramontal, we talk about that, people traveling for different reasons, for medical reasons. But we still got to be aware of our surroundings wherever we go. Just like Dr. Ramontal, you talk about having an advocate that could speak for you while you're getting medical procedure done. So we need an advocate in several different places. And so Kadaga is bringing different parts of our global community together to address this human trafficking issue. And this season, Dr. Walls, as you know, one of the brothers, Brother Obama, Henry Obama in Cameroon, he's actually adding Kadaga, some of the characters in Kadaga, to his movie he's shooting over there. And that was a big plus that we didn't ask him. He did it, and he's in the process of doing that. So we're writing Kadaga from our perspective, and he's adding Kadaga to his movie, which is about human trafficking. So we're really happy about that.
Yeah. And one of the
tambourine moment.
Okay, yes, thank you, got it.
Celebration.
Got it. Yes, it's major. And another thing is that, so years ago when Sisters in Harmony started, Brother Umoja used to create pieces of art. And he would throughout the year, he would create these posters with women from all over the world in order to put more positive images of women back in the global community. And he hadn't done it for, goodness gracious, what would we say? Yeah, about 8 or 9 years. It's been a long time. And he actually did one this year. And so for Kadaga, so that was, very special. And he just released the poster,
On my birthday. On my birthday.
Yes. So let me see. Let me get it up here so we can all take a look-see at it. So there it is. And Brother Umoja, why don't you tell the story behind it?
Well, season 5, The House of Ujima. Ujima is the third principle of Kwanzaa, and stands for collective work and responsibility. And I believe I took Ujima because collective work and responsibility, if we work collectively, understanding our responsibility to bring this human trafficking issue to an end, I think it's a global issue, and so the global family has to come together. On this poster, we have 37 people from 7 different countries. Okay, and for me, when I was putting it together, I wanted to show the connection between human trafficking and the enslavement of our ancestors. So if you look in the top part, you see the black and white images of several years ago. There was a reenactment of slavery. of young people showing them being ripped from their families. They were crying. The people being ripped and separated from Africa and bring them to the U.S. and different parts of the world. And the images watching these young people do was so powerful. I don't know if there was any dry eyes in the audience when this was going on, because they were really putting it all out. And I got some images of it. So when we were I took a couple of these images and I put it behind on the top so people could see the faces of these young people reenacting the enslavement, being torn from their family. Mm-hmm. And so then I came and I put the color pictures in front of the people in Kadaga, because I wanted to show a connection between what was done to our ancestors, which was human trafficking. We call it slavery, but it was human trafficking, chattel slavery, and what's going on right now. So we have in this, we have the Kadaga warriors, we have the night angel, and we have to be real. There are people in the community who are making a lot of money off human trafficking. So I sprinkle a couple of the bad guys in the poster also. So that way, the story is being told from two different angles, but the women are coming together. The warriors are coming together to fight human trafficking. And that's why it's called the House of Ujima for season 5. And Dr. Walter, I have done posters for seasons 2, 3, and 4. But this is not a poster. This is an artistic piece. That's why there's no names on like poster. Usually a movie poster has the names, the director's name and everything in it. As you can see, there's no names on this poster. It just has my company's name on the bottom. And I put the different Ndinkra symbols in there with the meaning underneath them. Because a lot of people know the Ndinkra symbols, but they don't know they don't know what all of them stand for. Mm-hmm. And so we put that in there. So that way it's an artistic piece. Anyone who purchases it from me or from the company, I sign it and I seal it. I can't do that if you buy it from the site.
The print on demand company.
But I can do it when people order it from us, or they could purchase it from anyone in the poster. Mm-hmm. So when we get them, I sign them and I seal the lower right hand corner so people know I'm taking it. We have to put a value on our stuff. We talk about Ujama and Kuchi Chakalia. So us speaking for ourselves is that this is an art piece. And nothing wrong with posters, but this is an art piece. I want people to see it as an artistic piece that has value, and the value will increase as we move forward in time.
Yeah. And so it's special for a lot of reasons, as he just mentioned. And also, Brother Umoja has been a photographer for donkey years. How you like that, Dr. Ramontal?
1978.
And so for him to be able to go into his archives and pull a picture from the 1900s and put it
that's just cruel.
right. Diabolical. Once I tell my wife.
But to be able to pull something from 30 years ago and apply it to this project is a beautiful synchronicity, right? And thematically, this is something. So Kadaga, although 5 seasons, obviously this awareness of human trafficking as African Americans, Caribbean American, this has been a reality for us our whole life. And so now to be able to create this piece is wonderful. Also to utilize it as a fundraiser so that we can continue to do the work that we're doing and raise the awareness that we're raising. So it's $30. And again, as he talked about, putting an artistic seal on it. So if the seal adds a certain level of value to an art piece, because there's only a certain number of them that tend to be printed. So we are very excited about this. I'm excited as his wife to see him utilize this side of his Kaumba, which means creativity, and to, take the Kadaga poster, quote unquote, to the next level to create it as an actual art piece.
And Dr. Walls, really people know it's a 16 by 20. That's the size of the piece. Nice. So we've made a decent size so that way people could look at it, and hopefully one of my prayers is that people will look at it and start to talk, start the conversation. We have to keep this conversation going because every day people go missing, and this globally people go missing every day. But we're talking about the U.S. People go missing every day in this country, and unfortunately, a lot of them are never found.
Yeah.
We
And
have
Brother Moji, you brought up a very good point, and I want to get Dr. Ramontal's voice in here. You know, you talk about being an advocate for people and people going around for medical procedures. I mean, they're super vulnerable at that point in time, and how the power of importance of having an advocate.
Yeah, it's super important to have, if you're going to go for any type of healthcare treatment procedures abroad, that even in the US, that you have somebody with you, you know, that can speak up on your behalf if you're unable to speak, because there have been cases where people have gone with someone who might have been a minor, so couldn't speak up on their behalf, or just went on their own, and either there were complications, or there was even harvesting of organs. There's a woman that went to the Dominican Republic thinking she's going to go and have a procedure. She saw someone on social media and said, "Oh, I'm going to go to whoever that person went to." Don't know what took place, but she had supposedly a mommy makeover. And when she came back home and while she was healing, she went to her own doctor. And over a period of a month, what happened was her labs started to look a little out of place for her. She was genuinely healthy before going, but she just thought, okay, well, maybe it's something going on with me. It turns out not only did they do the procedure, they took one of her kidneys.
What?
Yeah. And that's something that a lot of people are like, well, wouldn't she know? And because of the cut, not necessarily, depending on what you're having done, you won't always know. And then they wrap you and just tell you, here's what you need to do. Don't touch the incipient, you know, make sure you don't have infection. So she's thinking, okay, I'm good. And when I get home, I'll continue to heal, go to the doctors and be fine. And she's a single parent, mother of 3, and now she has 1 kidney.
Wow.
So human trafficking and smuggling of organs, all of that is a big deal. So having someone with you, whether it's an independent professional advocate, patient advocate like myself, or someone that you trust that you know can speak up on your behalf if you are unable to, I encourage everyone to do it.
Brother Moji, I know you got something to say to that.
I'm still stunned hearing that, but that's a reality. And this is why we have Sisters for Harmony, is to give people information. We're not trying to scare anyone, Dr. Walls, but we're just trying to inform people.
Yeah.
You know, there are things happening in Kadaga. That's what we're just trying to inform people and start a conversations like what Dr. Ramontal was talking about. There might be someone getting ready to go overseas to have surgery, a procedure done, don't have an advocate. So we have Dr. Ramontal. She is someone who does that.
Yes.
And it's very important we understand that everything, I always say spiritually, everything we need, we already have. The problem, the challenge is to bring it to the forefront so we could use it when we need to use it. And I thank Dr. Ramontal for the information she brings and what Edna brings, because it's important that we understand in the family, once again, everything we need we already have. It's just how do we put it out for the global community to have access to it? And that's where we are right now in this information age that we live in. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people who are putting false information out there. So we have to say, no, check things out for that.
Yeah. I want to, Edna, you know, I want you to jump in. Feel free to jump wherever I can lead you, but feel free to jump in anything that you want to respond to.
Well, I'm still digesting the fact that the lady returned with 1 kidney. Okay.
Yes.
That is horrifying. It's bad enough that we have the challenges of dealing with healthcare providers and healthcare insurance companies, but to go somewhere you think you go into a trustworthy organization or facility, and only to find out later that you've been violated in a way. You've been robbed of your own organs.
Literally. Yes.
Yes. So I'm still trying to process that.
Yeah. And that's one of the things, when Edmund and I started doing Kadaga as a web series, it was doing it in small chunks, doing 15, 20 minutes. And part of that helps with the digestion of it as well. Because as you're stopping and thinking about this, it's like, wait a minute, I got to pause that and sit with that and think about that. And the number of people who run to go have body makeovers.
Yes.
Right. And many times there's quote unquote sneaking away because they don't want people to know that that's what they've had. The importance of letting somebody know where you're going, what you're doing. And if you even consider hiring a patient advocate such as yourself. So, Dr. Ramontal, tell people, what exactly is a patient advocate? Why should someone be interested in utilizing your services?
So patient advocates are there to basically ensure that whatever your wishes are as a patient are carried out. They also help explain maybe procedures or options. Sometimes people come and they want second opinions, but they don't know where to go. A healthcare patient advocate can help you navigate the entire healthcare system to get exactly what you need done, whether it's just setting up appointments, going with you to those appointments, or being available for those appointments, telehealth, or coordinating it themselves. And then for me, like I'm global, so I do an aspect that's called medical tourism. If someone's interested in pursuing healthcare abroad, that's another element of patient advocacy, but it's a global element where I vet organizations or facilities abroad and just share that information. The patient makes their own decision. I'm not affiliated for ethical purposes. I'm not affiliated with any of them. And then I'm available to them as much as they want me involved in it. So if they feel that they can carry it on their own, fine. If they want me to be there to be a listening ear, to ask some of the questions that maybe they wouldn't know from a clinical perspective, or even just from a travel perspective, or about the procedure itself and the process, I can be there for them for that as well.
Okay. Fantastic.
Dr. Ramontal, do you have a dedicated journal or a notebook where you keep all the notes and track everything for the experience?
So from my experience, or for the patient?
For the patient's experience.
So that's something that Dr. Walls has told me I need to create, that I have not created yet.
Way to go, Edna.
You know who it is. Dr. Walls told me I need to create.
I didn't even do it.
Wait a minute. This is where I exit.
I've not done it yet, Edna, but I need to do it because, I've been told it needs to be done. I need to do it.
Okay.
I'm
done for the night.
But it'll be something that can keep all of your records, all the important information, things that you would need to ask depending on what you're going for, who you're going to see. And then just make sure it's like a little checklist, know? Yeah, because people even if you're with your own doctor in your own hometown, when they walk in the room, you kind of forget things. They call it white coat syndrome. So even I write down things and say, you know what, when I go in that office, I want to make sure I cover these things. It's been a while. So it's a good tool to have. I just need to sit down and do it.
It'll only take a weekend. Just focus.
It won't let me,
I'm going to have to snatch you up. You're going to have to come back to Philly.
That's exactly what I need to do.
Yes. We'll have it knocked out.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
So now, all right. So it is, like I said, International Universal Human Rights Month. This is something that is ongoing initiative for us. Patient advocacy also falls into that human rights piece, making sure that people are treated with equity and care and love and consideration with all ailments, right? Chronic, situational, whatever. This is so important. And then we have this lovely health peace. And we are in, as Edmund said, the season of celebration, which seems to come always with cookies and cakes and pies and, all types of macaroni and cheese and
Mm.
all these things that make your taste buds wobble and, do the electric slide and whatnot. But
Slide to the gym.
Edna, what we supposed to do?
Well, first of all, at this point, you may not want the macaroni and cheese or anything that has cheese in it. There is a major recall on shredded cheese in
goodness.
31 states.
What?
Yes.
Isn't it
Effective
Walmart
yesterday.
cheese? Isn't Walmart cheese, specifically Walmart?
It's Walmart, Target,
Target
Aldi,
too.
Kroger,
Kroger?
HEB, yes, HEB, and there's many more stores as well, and it includes the shredded mozzarella, shredded provolone, and other cheeses as well. And this is effective as of yesterday, December the 3rd. Yes.
But Edna, let me ask you a question. What exactly is wrong with the cheese, if you don't mind me?
Well, in this case, when they were processing the cheese or shredding the cheese, they end up shredding some metal in with it.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. And sometimes when there is a cheese recall, it may be because of salmonella or botulism. Last week, there was a recall on baby formula because of botulism in it. But this week, they shredded, of course, I'm sure accidentally, metal with the cheese.
Whoa.
Yes. Absolutely.
Well, I'm so glad that you said that because I hadn't heard that yet. And this is high season for macaroni and cheese.
Especially among us.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, my word.
So is that so? You saying shredded? So is it safe for this to buy block cheese and shred it yourself?
Yes, absolutely. And it's easy, especially if you have a food processor. You can feed it through the chute of the food processor, or even if you want to go old school and use a hand grater, that is the safer way. And also, when you shred cheese yourself from a block, it's creamier. It melts easier. It has a better intense taste, flavor when you shred it yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right. Well, what other tips, tricks, recipes you have for us this holiday season?
Since I've killed the macaroni and cheese.
I mean, I'm saying we need a substitute now.
Well, when you don't want to use the cheese, there's always blended cauliflower mixed with nutritional yeast that makes a nice creamy sauce for macaroni.
Really?
Yes. So you can just cut up the cauliflower in small pieces, place it in the oven, roast it, and then blend it with a little vegetable broth, add the nutritional yeast. If you want the color a little bit more deeper, add a little powdered turmeric. And of course, with me, I'm always adding some garlic powder and onion powder, and you have a creamy sauce for your pasta.
I had no idea. Dr. Ramontal, did you know that one?
No, not at all, but it sounds good.
I'm saying it sure does.
Party at Edna's house.
I'm thinking.
Party at Edna's house.
All right. So we have our cauliflower alternative. Any other thing? What do you think about people juicing during this time?
I think it is a wonderful idea. I think we all should juice on a regular basis, and especially if you know you are premeditating indulgence.
Huh? Not premeditating indulgence.
Premeditating.
And I am premeditating because I'm like, all right, I know I got those 2 holiday events on the 12th. I know I got this on the 15th. Yes, I am. I am one of those people who is premeditating. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you are trying to figure out how to maneuver around these dates. And
I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about going whole ham.
Well, still throw in a couple of days of juicing as well.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Prepare your body, give your body some nutrients that it needs so it can kind of help offset some of the non-nutritious items that you will be partaking in.
I have a
So,
question for you, Edna.
That's a great idea.
The season that we're going to a lot of parts of the country, we're going into the cold season. What vitamins or what minerals should we be increasing in our livid? I'm not going to say diet. I want to say in our livid as we prepare ourselves for this cold season that we're going into.
you know what? Hold that thought.
Oh, Dr. Edna is on
She
the
can
way.
make go get something.
Oh no! What did I do? What did I do?
Goodness knows what she might grab. She got all the goodies.
Oh,
Oh,
Not that. Yeah.
Well, just so happened, honey, garlic, and turmeric is wonderful for soothing your throat and for building your immune system.
yeah.
And if that is not enough, you can't go wrong with fire cider. Yes. Now, fire cider has a lot of produce in it. It has sage, oregano, thyme. It has horseradish, ginger, fresh turmeric. Oh my goodness, what else? Ginger, garlic, plenty of garlic, okay? And it's all in a base of apple cider vinegar. And this is infused for at least 6 weeks, and it can go longer. And what you're doing is you're taking all the natural produce with all the nutrients, the vitamins, and the antioxidants, and you're infusing it with the apple cider vinegar to create an immune booster that you can take daily by itself, or you may add it to the honey to amplify it more. So during the winter months, you don't have to struggle. You don't have to resort to heavy chemical. Okay, just go natural. And if you start with this in the beginning and maintain it through the winter, you reduce the likelihood of getting sick.
I had one of those bottles in my refrigerator. My refrigerator opened and kicked it out.
No way.
It made room for the pie.
In that case, take 2 tablespoons a day, okay?
It's good, Brother Moja. What you think about the taste? You had it.
Well, you know what? I'm from the Caribbean. I'm used to my grandma used to give us some stuff to drink.
Yeah.
Look at that. Her head just went to the side. Her head just went to the side.
The memories.
Ooh, Lord.
My grandmother used those. You know how you go and get juice from the store, like a Minute Maid carton or some, not the carton, the one that has the screw top. She, when it's finished, she puts a black X with a marker on it, and you know that's her concoction. And it had all the things that Edna is referring to. It would have garlic, onion, turmeric, honey, this ginger, everything. She's just like, just get that, you'll be all right. And it cures everything. Okay?
And weren't you all right?
Yes, I will say, tasted nasty, but it did the job. It did the job.
Everything is scared to come to it.
That stuff is easy for me. I take 2 big spoonfuls and I'm like, okay, next.
I'm okay. If I know it works, I'll do it. I don't care about taste. But some people are like, the taste can't get past the taste or the smell.
Yes.
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 It's
go ahead. I think
it's just easier if we add the honey.
So wait a minute. So the honey is a separate.
It is. So the honey is good for soothing your throat and easing a cough if you have it. And especially since you have the fresh garlic. And if you're brave enough, you can also take a spoon of the garlic and chew the garlic in addition to the honey. Yes, Dr. Walls.
Brave. Not that
brave. You said not that brave.
When I lived in New Jersey, I used to go to the gym like 5-6 days a week. There was an older gentleman in the gym, and he used to come in with garlic and just chew it. And I was like, we knew where he was because he
We
did
knew
so
where he
much.
was.
His pores, you see,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
I never remember him getting sick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I never remember him getting sick. And he was up in age, and he used to work out with us, and he was in good shape. And he used to talk about taking these natural things because he was from Italy.
Mm.
And I remember him. I remember this gentleman. So, you know, as we look back at what our elders and our ancestors did, and we bring it forward, you know, there's a lot of truth to what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
For sure.
Absolutely.
But I think my grandmother, it was a joke, but it was real. When you told my grandmother you wasn't feeling well, she'll ask you a couple of questions, then she'll go out in her garden and come back with something. And you were like, why did I say I wasn't feeling well? Why?
Yes.
Oh man. So yeah, so it's kind of interesting as we go into the season now, you know, what do we need to do to boost our immune system? Mostly the healthcare system is so questionable right now.
Yes.
With the administration we have in and what's going on and all the different things. We have to find ways to keep ourselves healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
And now what's the price point for those? Because you will ship those anywhere,
absolutely.
right?
I would definitely ship any products. The jar of honey is running $22.
Okay.
And the 16-ounce jar of fire cider is running 23 or 24.
Okay.
And if you're very brave, I still have some that is in the original state in the jar with all the produce, with the horseradish and the onions and the garlic. And I will even ship you a jar of that for $35.
What? Wait a minute.
You know what? Seeing is believing. So just bear with me.
Go right on ahead.
Oh Lord, no.
Oh my goodness gracious. What is she? Oh,
wow.
Look at that.
So all your sage and your oregano, your cinnamon stick, horseradish, your ginger, your garlic. There's even oranges and lemons on the top. Yes, you have everything here.
How do you take that?
Do with that?
What you wanted to do with that? Carefully.
In this case, you would just scoop out a couple of tablespoons each time you're ready for it, or just retrieve some of the produce and chop it up and chew it. Because at this point, it is soft because it has been. This batch was created October 4th, and this will last 2 or 3 years.
October 4th, 18 what?
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. I bet you're still good, even at 18 something.
Exactly.
Who's gonna mess with it? Ain't nobody gonna mess with that.
Oh my goodness. Like, listen, if you get the flu, I had the flu last December. I would welcome it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't like doing the vaccine.
Listen, all you have to do is have that bottle and look at it. You don't have to take it.
And
your body will feel better.
Exactly.
Your body be like, okay, I'm good.
But look how beautiful it is as well.
It is.
You know, but use it for more than decoration. Use it to improve your health.
How big is that jar?
Too big.
This is only what, 32? No, it's more than 30. This is
it is.
Yeah, this is the 62-ounce jar.
Let me ask you a question, Edna.
Yes.
Did Soki try that?
Well, anyway, we
and those who are listening, Soki's her husband.
Soki is still on the sea moss gel journey.
Okay.
Okay.
So could you add that to like a soup or something, or do you need to just take it?
You could, the produce that's inside the jar, you could add this to a soup. You could blend it with a smoothie. You could also add it to hot water and make a tea and add a little honey or even a little agave to it. Yes, so you have many options.
Okay.
Look, Dr. Wild's like,
And you know, I'll try most things like Dr. Ramontal. If it's healthy and right, I know the ingredients, I'll go for it. But I literally felt my saliva run in the opposite direction.
It's like, that's all, folks.
But also, I don't know if you've heard, I know Dr. Ramontal has, about the protein spikes in the injections from the COVID vaccine and how there are nanoparticles of plastic that is included with some of the vaccine that was given. And so you need to build your immune system and work on ways to clear your system. Ooh, it's gurgling.
I can hear it. I can hear it saying, that's the walls. That's the walls.
Serious.
Dr. Ramontal, I don't know. Look,
I don't know about that one. I feel like when it's fermented, where you go, it'll just.
Yeah.
Yes, open carefully.
I feel like it might help reduce weight too. Like,
curb your appetite. Yes, it would definitely help curb your appetite.
No kidding. You forget. You be like, your body, your appetite be like, I'm out of here. God.
That's right.
Because think about it. You know, everyone's saying the GLP-1 injection. Well, the GLP there's a hormone, and what it does is it curbs your appetite. So instead of having the injection to do it, just take something naturally.
Look at that. You know what? You mentioned the GLP-1 and Dr. Ramontal, Edna, either and or both of you. Can you just explain to us what is that? What is going on with these shots and whatnot?
That whole thing is okay. So it's a little complicated, but basically GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic and those names, you know, that you know of. They are medications, but they are mostly injectables. They are now doing a lot more where they're developing them into pill form. But they basically mimic a natural hormone that we all have to help control your blood sugar, and it promotes weight loss. The thing is, these things were originally developed to deal with or address diabetes type 2. And the side effect was promotion of weight loss. But because it had done so well with so many diabetics, that's where other people who have felt like they've tried everything and still haven't dropped the weight, where it was starting to be prescribed for weight loss. But they basically work by increasing that fullness. So people tend to feel full. I've had people who are who take them who told me they forgot to eat. They were like, I had to set an alarm because I really did not feel the desire to eat. I had no reason to. It slows your digestion, but it also improves your insulin function, which is why it's ideal for diabetics, you know. But yeah, so Ozempic, Wegovy, and some of those, that's the name of them. But it regulates your appetite.
Fire cider, you know.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Jamie said that happened to her. As far as I'm assuming the forgetting to eat and having to say, that's.
But it's a dangerous thing sometimes, because if you forget to eat, and I'm only talking about diabetics here. If you happen to be a diabetic and you're forgetting to eat, then your sugar drops much lower, because it brings down the sugar. But then on top of that, you're not eating to stabilize.
Oh goodness!
So some people have passed out. Some people have had issues. Yeah.
Interesting. All right. So Edna, you're saying that the fire cider.
Yes.
I'm being nice with calling it that, but that's not even. So they're both fire cider, the liquid and the raw form.
Yes.
Okay.
So in the bottle is strictly the liquid that has been drained from the produce. Yes.
Okay.
So how much of that should you take every day, or should you take it like twice a week, or once a week, or once a month?
Yeah.
Oh
no. Once in a lifetime.
Just at least 1 tablespoon a few times a week. But of course, the
Okay.
more you take, the more
Uh-huh.
you're improving your immune system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Part of me, because I'm a trooper, wants to attempt the produce part of it all packed together, but I ain't gonna lie, I did feel my saliva going to reverse. I felt my taste buds back and taking a back seat there. I don't know.
But just think about it. Just picture it as African American kimchi.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't mess with
Yeah.
that either. Look,
I'll stick to the fire cider.
that's right. That's right. Oh wow. Jamie was saying that she did the GLP-1 for weight loss. She says she was 255 and now she's at 182 in a year.
Whoa.
Wow, that's major.
Wow.
That's
amazing.
major.
Jamie,
Congratulations.
were you a diabetic or did you only take it for weight loss? Let us know in the comments.
I believe she said she was doing it for weight loss.
Oh, only for weight loss. Okay.
Yep. So very interesting.
Yeah.
And thank you for
Good.
those shouting out. They're saying happy anniversary to us, Edmund.
Oh,
So
well,
yes,
thank you.
she said only for weight.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, family, keep praying for me. I'm 10 years in the hole now.
You 10 years married. We were dating 4 years before that, so it's longer.
Almost 20 years of my life.
Almost. He urkled me, y'all, because I was really trying not to pay him no mind. He wore me down. Go ahead.
Edna, see, I don't have to take that stuff you have. I got 10 years in, almost 20 years in. I'm good.
You may as well take the fire cider and go for the next 20.
I've been taking it. It's kind of interesting.
I am the fire cider.
No comment. But Edna, I do take that. I do take it. I do feel. I take it at nighttime. What's the best time to take it?
Good question.
Just your preference. The key thing is to get it in.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to keep you awake. It's not going to interrupt anything else that you're doing.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah, I take it. I take it in the evening at nighttime before I leave the kitchen. I was brave the other day. I didn't take a tablespoon. I took a little cup and I poured it in the cup and I said, "That looks about okay."
Okay. And then you slipped a little to Dr. Walls.
Look.
I ain't slipping nothing to him because then I gotta sleep in the same room with her, man. Payback's a bummer. I'm not
I made the mistake 2 nights ago. I emptied one of the jars with all the contents of fire cider, and I had not washed it yet. And at the same time, I was making some fresh spinach and pineapple juice. And I thought, oh, okay, here's a jar. Let me just pour this in here. And then I started drinking something didn't go right here.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
So I got a little bit more than I expected.
Hey, Kat, you see what Jamie says about her blood sugar?
Yeah, she said also to lower her sugar levels, which she was very close to being diabetic.
Okay.
Yes. And now she's laughing at you and your juice with a twist.
Yes.
Little spark in your
juice. It was a big spark. It was a flame.
Yeah, but for those who are listening to us, we're having fun, but it's educational fun because we want people to understand we could enjoy the process of getting healthy.
Yes.
Because sometimes we think it's like but you know what? If we enjoy the process, I think we will work it into our regimen daily, and then but in the long run, it make you feel better. So it's good to laugh at yourself. I think laughter is a good medicine, right, doctor? Right, you two doctors.
Mm-hmm. Some of the best.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, Becky, go ahead.
No.
I was just saying to contact Edna. I'm putting her website in the chat room. So anybody who would like to contact her or Edna, what are the types of services that you provide in addition to this delicious immunity stuff?
Oh, I can see the joy on your face about this.
The Kadaga bars.
Yes.
Well, in addition to the fire cider and the honey elixir, I also have
She
a
tried to make
vitamin.
it sound better, Dr. Ramontal, honey elixir.
Elixir.
Right. You heard that? Look.
All she had to do is say with a French accent and it sound good.
Well, also I have a vitamin supplement line that includes ashwagandha, creatine, which is very good for building muscles, and also a study has shown that creatine is help improve, reduce dementia symptoms. I have that as well. Yes. So I know years ago, creatine had a bad rep because
Yes, it
muscle
did.
builders always used it, but they were using it in addition to steroids.
Yeah.
But come to find out with studies that it's very beneficial to reducing dementia and also helping you build muscle mass, which is very important when you're over 50. Right. So I have supplements like that, and there are many, many more. I also have wearing apparel with t-shirts and hoodies that have some interesting messages on it. So you must go to the website and check those out. I have KIP, which is a weight elimination program. Yes. And
Very effective.
thank you. And I also create planners and journals. So I have planners so you can help organize your life and jot down the last time you took a dose of fire cider.
Or the honey elixir.
Or the
honey elixir.
Now, look, y'all. She does have delicious things too, like sea moss with different flavors.
Yes.
Saucy mossy, which is homemade applesauce. Different flavors with sea moss, blueberry, strawberry, and those are so filling. And they're in a resealable pouch, so you can take a little, save some for later. And then morning glories, which taste like carrot cake without the icing. They're protein bars that have like 32, 34 grams of protein. Like they are packed. Kadaga bars, which have like pepitas and cranberries and so forth. Again, they have like 39 grams of protein. They are like a meal in itself. Everything she makes herself. Yes, they are yummy. They are so good. And she can make them with nuts or without nuts. So contact her. So any allergens that you have. So yes,
lemon coconut as well.
Yes, the lemon coconut is delicious as well. Yes. Vern said, how can I order? I'm gonna put the I'm putting her link in the chat room. And Edna, you were showing us the journals that you do because they're great because they help you record the different things, I think like blood pressure and different things like that.
There are different formats. So this is the smaller version where it's a journal just for writing your thoughts and your feelings and what's going on with you. But on each page, there is a scripture for motivation or just a word of encouragement at the bottom as well. And another format is the planner, which I have two sizes in the planner, which has...
Oh, she's sharp. Ain't that gorgeous? Don't be flipping past that cover. We need to see the cover again. That's beautiful.
It is. It is.
Thank you. And this is made with a durable cover, so it doesn't tear, but just in case, I have a protective sheet over it, just for that extra layer. And then you have pages for notes. Also, pages to track birthdays, so no one's upset with you.
That's right.
And then, and then it starts. You have full page, 2-page calendar.
Yes.
For each month, of course. And after each month, you have a page to track prayer requests or whatever you're thinking about in your moment of prayer.
I love it.
And in addition to additional notes, because we always need space to jot notes.
Yeah.
And this is the smaller version, the more portable version. And then there is.
You see how she
another-
grabbing stuff, Dr. Ramontal?
I see.
Okay. All right. I'll
Please
leave it at
work on
that.
that.
Okay, go
Got
ahead.
it.
And this is
Oh,
the
that's
second
beautiful
version, which
too.
is
It's nice.
hardcover.
It's
It's
really
not,
nice.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
so it's
I know.
hardcover. It's beautifully lined on the
It sure
inside
is.
because the inside is just as important as the outside.
Come on.
And once again, you have a vision board page so you can plan.
Ooh.
Once again, keep up with the birthdays.
Yes.
Here for planning and budgeting for each month, and that's for each month of the year. And also each one of these planners have 13 months. So it's from January 26 to January 2027.
Wow. Fantastic.
And you have monthly page, and you go through and you have your 2-page month and your prayer pages and your weekly fitness pages where you can document everything going on after
Yes.
you consume that wonderful honey elixir.
As you running from it, how many miles have I run from taking it?
So you have space for all
Yes.
of those events in your life.
Oh my goodness.
And not only that, you
What you
still
got?
can summarize everything with a monthly
Oh,
reflection.
That's so good.
And of course, you got to have notes.
That's right.
Yes.
I love it. I'm with you. Jamie said, I love it.
Yes.
I do too. What are those price points, Edna?
The thinner version is 25.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I must show the cover with Soki.
Okay.
You said-
Oh.
For the
hello,
martial
Sophie.
artist.
Yes.
And the larger one is 45.
Okay.
And of course, I ship anywhere.
Yes.
Hey,
Those
Doc.
are wonderful.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Yeah, that's for those who are listening to us. Edna has been doing this for a while, so this is not an overnight thing for her. She came to us in Sisters in Harmony back in 2009.
When I was 13 years old.
Come on.
And we talk about things being interconnected. I met Edna by way of her husband, Soki, because Soki's doing martial arts. I'm been in the martial arts, what I'm doing. And that's how I met her. She came to an event with her husband, and we met by that way.
Yes.
And I want to say that because sometimes we forget how we meet people, how people cross our path, and that's the spiritual aspect of life for me. That everything happens for a reason. And so since 2009, Edna's been with me when we did the radio show.
Yes.
And she's still with us now. She's like that gum that you don't want to get rid of. But I just want to say that because as we move deeper into the 21st century, we have so many jewels, so many golden nuggets that we have with us.
Yes.
So as we move, we have to remember those golden nuggets and make sure we use them correctly, and we embrace them, and we make sure that they're in our lives for a reason.
Yes.
And we have to remember that because Edna has given me some great information for my health.
Goodness. Yes.
And usually when I'm not feeling good, the first person I call is Edna.
That's right.
And I know Edna longer than I know my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to, as we get ready to say goodbye to 2025 and hello to 2026, we have to be reflective on what are we taking into 2026. And what's the value of what we're taking into 2026?
Yeah.
And so what we do as Sisters for Harmony, hopefully we're giving you some golden nuggets that you could take into 2026 and beyond with you. Edna, what she does, Dr. Ramontal, what she does, because Dr. Ramontal came to us this year. I saw her posting on social media. Last year.
Yeah.
I saw her posting on social media, and I reached out to her. So, family, let's be mindful of what are we taking into 2026 with
That's
her,
right.
and what are we going to do with it?
Yes.
Very, very important. Some things we have to shake loose, and some things we got to hold on to tighter.
Shake that loose. Look. all the way.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that because we have less than 30 days left in this year.
I know.
And what are we? Don't wait until January 1st. This is when we start to clean the closet out and see what we have in the closet. So as we go into 2026, it's ready.
It's so today is the full moon, and they were saying like this full moon, whatever, everything lined up won't be available again until I don't know 2042. Right. And it's just like, oh my goodness, 2042. But like I always think about the full moon as this mirror, right? It's a big mirror. And today it was just, you need to clean up. And so I spent the day cleaning up. I spent the stuff putting away shoes. Like you ain't wearing no sandals for another couple months. Like put them away. Like put them in a box, put them in a closet. There's no need for them to be out. But just as he's saying, that mindfulness of what are you carrying forward. On November 2nd, I was working with a client earlier that week in the end of October. And I was saying, okay, like, what do you want to do before the end of the year? And I just Googled how many weeks to the end of the year. And it was like 10 weeks to the end of the year back in October. And I said, you only got 10 more Saturdays to do stuff. And so after that call, I sat with myself and I said, what do you want to do? Like, how do you want to end the year and how do you want to start the year? So that Sunday was November 2nd, which then made it 9 more weeks till the end of the year at that time. And I said to myself, all right, I want to do 9 miles a week for the next 9 weeks. So that therefore I chose the 9 because 9 for me is the end of a cycle, right? So you go 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29. So it's always the cycle is complete. And I said, if it's 9 more weeks to the end of the year, what do I want to leave? The same as Edmund saying, what do I want to leave in 2025? And not carry over into 2026? What habits do I want to start to create now so that I'm moving forward with that momentum at that point in time? And so being based in Philadelphia, I said, okay, if I do 9 weeks at 9 miles a week for 9 weeks, that'll give me 81 miles. Where would I end up in 81 miles? Well, I would have walked to New York. That was mind-blowing to me. And if I went south, I would have ended up in Virginia. And it was like, never would I thought that I could walk to New York. I'm not interested in walking to New York, but the reality is I can do it. You know what I mean? And so it was like, if I do more than 9, that's great. But my minimum is 9. And so the last week, my week was bananas. And so I ended up having 2 days where I needed to get those 9 miles in. And I said to myself, I was like, oh, I did 4. And it was like, if you don't get that extra 5, you're going to be disappointed. And I didn't want to feel that disappointed. Jamie said, no, come to Florida with me. Girl, that's more than 9. Look, that's more than 81 miles. I'm working on it. But again, right, it was like, okay, but it was that mindset that this is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so continue. So in January, I may want to do 9 or I may up it because like I said, last week, I was like, you got 2 days. And what I realized was I can pick up the pace, right? And I can go a little bit longer. And so I was able to get over 9 miles in those 2 days. And I felt the impact on my body. And I said, okay, what else do you want to add? So I love Edna's journal because as far as visioning, what else do I want to add? Noting what are my goals, writing them down so that by November, December 2026, I might be sitting up here talking to y'all going, do you know I now do 18 miles a week? You know, I could walk to Florida by that point in time and then start like tracking it like Forrest Gump. Well, how many miles does it take to get to so-and-so? And looking at the miles and really being mindful of my steps and the goals that I set for myself. So I'm excited about the possibilities. I am so thankful for all of you coming on tonight. We have done 12 shows this year minimally, but we've met every Thursday, the first Thursday of the month, 7 p.m. to do our Sisters for Harmony show, which helps us, meet our mission of mentoring and networking and informing and educating people about various topics. We've had wonderful guests this year and conversations, and we look forward to having so many more. Dr. Ramontal, you came on as a staple this year. It was like, it is so wonderful.
I am so appreciative to you guys for that, because it's been a phenomenal partnership, honestly. I learn a lot and gain a lot and share a lot as well. So it's been wonderful.
Thank you. Anything you're looking for? I'm sorry, go ahead, Edmund.
Jamie said put something in there that's so powerful. I'm just keep looking at. She said, I'm going to start loving myself again. I think the word again at the end is just like, I think we all need to start loving ourselves again. If you haven't loved yourself, start loving yourself again, because doing that, you could run the 9 miles. Doing that, you could get the elixir. Doing that, you get you look for a patient advocate, because when you love yourself, you start to say, what can I do for myself to be better? So, Jamie, thank you for putting that in there. I'll start loving myself again. That's
thank you for catching that, Brother Umoja. That is so important. And we have to make sure that we are continuously loving ourselves, right? And assessing and make sure we're giving back to ourselves. Many of us are so busy giving out to so many others that we're not taking the time to refuel and rejuvenate. I mean, today I had a situation with my mom, and it was challenging and frustrating. And our spiritual daughter called me right as I walked out of the room. I sat down on the step, and I was just shaking my head and trying to collect myself and rebalance myself, because I was like, what I'm not going to do is come on this show tonight with all of that combobulation and energy. And I said I had to recenter myself. And so she said, what you gonna do? I said, I'm gonna get on this treadmill and walk for about 2 hours. She said, it's gonna take you 2 hours. I said, it's gonna take as long as it takes, and within, I don't know, 5 minutes, I was back to being regulated. I had found my center and my core state of being and way of being. But it was also knowing, what do I need to do to get back to center, right? I have to know my center to know that I'm off, and then be able to incorporate those coping skills and strategies to bring me back. So definitely. All right, Dr. Ramontal, what you looking forward to as we get ready to close out this year? Then, and I'm going to ask you the same thing.
I'm looking forward to wellness, continued wellness, like taking it to another level, because like you, I've said, I'm going to commit to something. Mine has been not so many miles. It's been 45 minutes, because 30 wasn't enough for me to see something. And it's so good. People always say, are you doing it to lose weight? Whatever comes from it is fine, but I'm doing it for my sanity, not my vanity.
Oh, come on. There's a t-shirt. There's a t-shirt.
The Jamaican rhyming there. Rhyme that Jamaican doll.
I just love being outside, the fresh air. It does something to you, and it does help you with your mood, your energy levels, all those things. And no matter what I face later on in the day, it has helped set the foundation for how I'm going to move forward. And I want to implore everyone that's watching to really focus on your health and your wellness. I know everyone says, okay, let me think about what I'm going to do in the new year. And it's not just about weight loss. It's about your overall wellness, from mental to the physical, social, all of that, especially now in this climate that we live in, the political climate we live in, where people want to remove certain benefits that would help you with your health. You have got to take charge of your own health and do it in the best way possible, which is the most natural way possible. So please look into Edna's products, because honestly, I've tried many of them, CMOS and a lot of the bars. They're delicious, and they really deliver on what they say. It's not just a plug. It really is. Really take your wellness into your own hands, because no one else is going to do it for you.
I know that's
True.
right.
So
and
true.
I'm gonna do a quick plug, Edna, before we hear from you.
Mhm.
So starting in January 15th to be exact, we will be doing a Sisters for Harmony book club. And this is the book, Lose the Weight, Mind, Body, and Spirit, How to Remove the Emotional and Physical Burdens that hold you back from living a life of love, health, and abundance. And I will be co-facilitating this with the author, Gil Rowland. And our lovely Edna will be joining us as well.
Yay.
And so, it's fantastic to have the author who will really be able to break this book down for us. Obviously, I'll come in with the psychological piece as well, and Edna will come in with the health piece. And so we are doing this. It is a pilot. We're trying it. What we're saying is we'll meet the third Thursday of every month at 7 p.m. And so it's going to go from January to June. So just one chapter, one section, one chapter a month to make it easy for people so you can really digest what you're reading and work on these different pieces.
Love
We're
that.
just asking for right now, just donations, at this time. So because we want people to participate, right? And we don't want anything to get in the way of that. And so we are super excited. It will be virtual, and registration is going to open up on December 15th. So I ask people to please, please, please make sure I have your email addresses. I'm going to put the link in the chat right now so that you can go and make sure that we have your information. Now, on the Sisters for Harmony page that I'm putting in the link, you'll see where it says membership, and there's a cost for membership, but you can still join us. So without having to pay for the membership, we're happy for the membership, but you can also join us. So please feel free, just fill out the form at the bottom of the page. There's no cost to fill out the form. You'll see that there's perks that come with membership, but there's no cost to fill out the form. And then this way, when I send out the emails with all of the different activities that we're doing, like the Hump Day Holla that we do on Wednesdays. We just did one a couple weeks ago where we supported a pizza shop. So that was great. We had people come. We got a chance to network in person. Part of our mission statement is to network, and it was just so much fun. And people ended up knowing people through other people, so it was a good time. We have another one coming up on December 17th, and we are gonna burn with Vern and do some kickboxing. So, so y'all better watch out. So, and I will be putting up the flyer and the details shortly. But I have to have your email so that I can send you the link on how to sign up, because this is going to be it's a small class. And she needs to know how many people are coming. So we're excited. We are about supporting businesses and people and initiatives and exposing people to, we all know different people. So therefore we have access to different things that are happening in the community. So there's a lot of exciting things taking place in 2026, and we want people to come along. So, all right, Edna, your turn.
Well, on that note, I appreciate each of you for including me and allowing me to do what I love doing. And my passion is to help others heal, to organize their lives, and to live intentionally. And to piggyback on what the young lady said, I think that we should give our bodies a fighting chance, and to learn to love our bodies as if we would love someone else. You know how we just pour ourselves into loving someone else and giving them all the attention, and we need to give some attention to ourselves.
Yes.
And be intentional about healing ourselves, because once again, as Dr. Ramontal said, we need an advocate, and sometimes we need to be our own advocate as well. But if you don't know how to advocate for yourself, contact her.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. That's
And-
right.
and- yeah, and contact her just and ask her some questions because you might not
Yes.
even know you need an advocate until you
Yes.
start
Yeah.
talking to her.
Real
Yeah.
talk.
And I offer free 30-minute consultations. So I get a lot out of that. It's for me also to share with you. Let me put
And what is that website? You drop that link.
rn.com.
Uh-huh. Where's Miss Gwendolyn? Let me get her. That's her mama, y'all. Look.
They are friends. They are friends. She told me, she said, "Oh, that's my friend." And I was like, "Oh, okay, your friend."
But yes, be sure. I definitely encourage you all. Reach out to Dr. Ramontal, like she said. Take advantage of the 30-minute. Reach out to Edna. Find out their supplements, activities, kit programs, saucy mossy, the fire stuff, all that.
But Dr. Walls,
Yes.
yeah, people
And the purity as well.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
And the purities, the
Yes.
detox tea, y'all. The detox teas, the purities. I'm telling you. Go ahead, brother Umoja.
No,
Edna's
this
gonna get
birthday,
you right.
like we're talking about reaching out to Dr. Ramontal, reaching out to Edna because Edna will help you with your ingredients that if you're looking to substitute in ingredients you have, she will help you find the right substitutes.
Yes.
Okay, and that might just be what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Someone to assist you.
Yeah.
I need to take this out. What do I add to take? What can I take its place? And so there's a lot of things she could help you with. That as you're moving forward, you say, I want to live a better, healthier life. Talk to her.
Yes.
Ask her some questions. Same thing, Dr. Ramontal. Ask her some questions because one question, one truthful question will open up the door to a better life. So I just want to put that out there as we get ready to go into 2026. Just ask the question. No question is silly if your heart is truly trying to find an answer.
Yes,
I tell my students, my photography students, there's no silly questions if you're trying to find a true answer.
Yes. All right, Brother Umoja, what you looking forward to? Oh, just so everyone knows, so I have put Dr. Ramontal's link in the chat. I have put Edna's link in the chat. I have put Gil Rowland's book link in the chat as well. I have put Sisters for Harmony link in the chat if you want to do a donation. I know it was just Giving Tuesday the other day. Feel free. We are a registered nonprofit 501c3. We are legit, y'all. So you can you can give us that donation and it is still a tax write-off. So feel free.
Absolutely.
We accept. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Brother Umoja. What you looking forward to?
Well, I just want to thank the people who have supported the web series Kadaga. The more we do it, as I'm writing right now for season 5, I find myself really pushing myself to make the connection, the global connection, stronger because everyone has something that could help someone else. We find these things, these nuggets, when we start talking to each other, not talking at each other, but talking to each other. So I always want to thank people for supporting Kadaga. We are working on season 5. If you want to see seasons 1 through 4, it's on our YouTube channel. What's the YouTube channel, Dr. Walls?
UCCN TV.
Thank you. And family, check it out. Send some comments out because we are working, we are working to open up new lines of communication so that way we could feel a little bit safer in our communities. And when you need that help, you never know where that help will come from. Okay? Now that's the reality of it. You never know who your neighbor or the person down the street might just have the answer that you're looking for.
That's right. That's right. Well, as we get ready to close off, there are 2 beings that would like to say happy holidays to everyone. So, hello, y'all. So, these are the samples that just arrived. So, there she is with her little purple and gold. There he is.
Mhm.
So, I'll be making some decisions about them. So, I will keep y'all posted.
Nice.
So, super excited. You know, it's amazing when characters that have lived in your head now are able to sit in your hands. It's a different type of it's a
And it takes
different type
space
of
in your
experience.
house.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Evan?
And it takes space up in your house.
He
They're everywhere.
had to move him out the chair the other day. Like, you
Yeah,
are not gonna be sitting in the chair.
I'm going to sit in the chair. Here's Bunny looking up at me. Get out of here.
So my $1 billion babies. It's just a matter of time. Ain't that right, y'all? Tell
That's
them
right.
yes. Tell them yes. So, all right, so
I'm going to go find me some fish cakes.
you gone. We thank y'all for joining us and supporting us. Like I said, please be sure to go to the webpage. Let me stick that in again. Let me stick that right here in the chat room. Sign up. Make sure I have your email address. So as I'm sending out the links, or excuse me, sending out the event notifications, you can be sure to join us. Some things will be virtual, like the book club. So, and then there's some things that'll be in person, like going to do some kickboxing with Laverne Webb, Soul to Soul Bounce Fitness. So that'll be the first thing we do with her. We have an event coming up that will be called Hopping, Hoping, and Healing. Because she does
Okay.
the kangaroo shoes and the rebounders, and so we're gonna hop that stuff right on out, and we're gonna move into hope and move into healing. So that'll be happening next year as well. So we have a whole lot coming up, and we look forward to seeing you and having you all join us online as well as in
Hey,
person.
Dr. Walls, I just want
Yes,
to say
babe.
real quick, I want to thank Edna and Dr. Ramontal for coming this year with us and helping us make Sisters in Harmony a better journey. So
Yes.
thank you, Dr. Ramontal. Thank you, Edna.
Yes.
And Dr.
My
Ramontal,
pleasure.
for your husband, I said thank you for the box of mangoes.
And we shout out Ruby, our vice president. She
Yes.
has taken on some additional initiatives at work, so she hasn't been able to join us the way that she normally had, but she is always right here with us, supporting us. So we will. She's always gonna hold a space on the flyer until she says, "Cat, take me off of that thing." She's gonna hold that space, and she will pop up when she can. All right, everyone listening, we thank you for your support and for joining us. I'm so glad we got some. This was great. We are so happy about that. And we thank you for spending your time with us. You could have been spending it anywhere, and you chose to spend it with us. As always, God bless and continue to live your greatest life. And we'll see you in the new year. Now, I might pop up with some other shows in the meantime, but we'll see. So make sure you hit that subscribe button too. But Sisters for Harmony, we'll see you in the new year. All right. Be well.
God bless.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah.